Hello there, my name is June, and I have read On the Shortness of Life by Seneca. I liked it so much that I copied some passages of it and pasted it into my Notion notebook. And in this video, I'm going to read them and talk about them. So let's begin. We are born for a brief spell of time that rushes by so swiftly and rapidly that with very few exceptions, life ceases for the rest of us just when we are getting ready for it. Nor is it just the man in the streets and the unthinking mass of people who groan over this. The same feeling lies behind the complaints of the most distinguished men. Very powerful idea. Life rushes by for everyone except very, very few people. Life ceases for the rest of us. With very few exceptions, life ceases for the rest of us just when we are getting ready for it. We are always getting ready for life, aren't we? And everyone complains about this, not just the stupid people. Seneca calls them the unthinking mass, the average people. But he is saying even the most distinguished, most successful people will also tell you that life is short. Now let's read the part 1. I actually separated the sections into several parts so it's easier for me to read them. Let's see the first one. But when time is wasted in heedless luxury and spent on no good activity, we are forced at last by death's final constraint. So it is. We are not given a short life, but we make it short, and we are not ill supplied but wasteful of it. Wow. First he says that life rushes by so swiftly and rapidly. Now he's saying life is not moving fast. You are wasting it in heedless luxury and not spending it in any good activity. Life is not moving fast. You are wasting it on useless things. Interesting. Life is long if you know how to use it. But one man is gripped by insatiable greed, another by a laborious dedication to useless tasks. One man is soaked with wine, another sluggish with idleness. Wow, this passage is powerful as well. Life is long if you know how to use it. If you know how to use it, it's long. But he mentioned a few specific problems. One person has too much greed, another is dedicating his life to useless tasks. Now, when I see people taking social media very seriously, this is what comes to my mind. Just anything that has to do with screens. Some people are playing video games. They take video games extremely seriously. If you go to YouTube and see trophy hunting or competitive gaming or speed running, now those are very extremely difficult tasks, and they spend months if not years to play video games, and the life is slipping by their fingers. Those are a few examples. Now I would say this idea is very useful as well. Sluggish with idleness. Now some people are doing useless things, other people are not doing anything. Other people are not doing anything at all. Many pursue no fixed goal but are tossed about in ever changing designs by fickleness, which is shifting and constant and never satisfied with itself. Some have no aims at all for their life's course, but death takes them unaware as they yawn languidly. Wow. Wow. It feels like that he's punching us in the face, but it's good. It's good. He's telling us the truth. He's telling us the truth. He's being, what do I say? Ruthless. He's being ruthless. Many pursue no fixed goal. no fixed goal. They don't even know what to do, but are tossed about in ever-changing designs by fickleness. So all they do is follow trends. They look up what is popular and they chase it. And after a few months, they will search what is popular and they will chase it, and so on and so on and so on for their whole life, which is shifting. So the trends are always shifting. They are always inconstant and never satisfied with itself. So many pursue no fixed goals. So some people have goals, but they are not fixed. But some don't even have anything to do. Some have no aims at all for their life's course, but that takes them unaware as they yawn languidly. Interesting idea. Some have no fixed goals, some have no aim. No aim. It is a small part of life we really live. Indeed, all the rest is not life, but merely time. Vices surround and assail men from every side. Wow. So the part of the life we live is when we are in our control. And we and we are and how do I say, for the most part of the day we are not really thinking about ourselves, right? We are just thinking about outside conditions like politics, for example, world affairs, or what someone else did, what someone else is doing. We are not actually thinking about ourselves. When we are thinking about ourselves, we are living. Because we don't think about ourselves, we live a very small life. Everything else is just a passage of time, but merely time. And why does that happen? Because vices surround us and assail us from all directions. Now vices are evil. Evil, and assail means attack. All the evil attack us from all sides. Now evil doesn't need to be anything extreme. It could be just using our phone, for example, without us realizing that it is costing us our lives, or eating junk food because it is costing us our health. Now, see, do you think I am speaking only of those whose wickedness is acknowledged? Wow. He's saying, I'm not talking about those extreme examples of bad people like criminals. I'm not talking about criminals. I'm talking about average people. Look at those whose good fortune people gather to see. They are chalked by their own blessings. How many are pale from constant pleasures? Yes, so luxury has its own cost. How many are pale from constant pleasures? This is such a powerful idea, which is that it's not the things. For example, car, food, or apartment, or a good apartment, they don't really bring pleasure. It's the pleasure chemicals inside your brain that makes you happy. And if you get too much toys to play with, let's say, if you have a very big home or a very good car, let's say you're a billionaire, you will not be happy all the time because the amount of chemicals in your brain, they are very, very limited, and you will get pale from constant pleasures, as he said. So even the richest people don't know how to live a good life. All the bright intellects would never sufficiently excuse me. All the bright intellects would never sufficiently express their surprise at this fog in the human mind. Fog in the human mind. Wow, I love the usage of words. Fog in the human mind. Now the fog is that although we know that time is important, how few of us actually take care of their time. Very few, very few. Now, this is another passage, one of my favorites. Consider also the diseases which we have brought on ourselves, and the time too which has been unused. You will find that you have fewer years than you reckon. Call to mind when you ever had a fixed purpose. How few days have passed as you had planned, when you were ever at your own disposal, when your face wore its natural expression, when your mind was undisturbed. What work you have achieved in such a long life! How much you have lost through groundless sorrow, foolish joy, greedy desires! How little of your own was left to you! You will realize you are dying prematurely. Wow, you will realize you are dying prematurely. This is another good part, and I think he will come back to it as well. So he talks about that people get old, they have white hairs, they have beard, but their mind is still like a child, because they never worked on their mind. And it's the idea, it's a very powerful idea, is that your mind does not grow with time. It's not like after 10 years you will get wiser, just like how children get bigger after time. The mind doesn't work like that. Mind becomes stronger, wiser, intellectual after work, after putting in the work, after studying. And if you don't put in the work, if you do not study philosophy, if you do not study how to live a good life, your mind will still be like a child even if you are 50 years old. Very powerful idea. Now, as he said, consider also the diseases which we have brought on ourselves. Now, not only we do the bad thing and waste our time doing the bad, but we also not take care of our health. And when we are sick, now the time is spent when you are sick, that time is also wasted, right? You are bedridden, you are weak, your mind is not in its natural form, your body is weak. So that's another way of wasting time. Okay, so let's read the next passage. You are living as if destined to live forever. You don't notice how much time has already passed, but squander it as though you had a full and overflowing supply. And what guarantee do you have what guarantee do you have of a longer life? Who will allow your course to proceed as you arrange it? Aren't you ashamed to keep for yourself just the remnants of your life, and to devote to wisdom only that time which cannot be spent on any business? Wow. It feels like that he's slapping you on the face, right? Now he's saying you are living as if you're destined to live forever. Yes, most of us live like that. Most of us live like that. It's not like you don't know you're going to die. Everybody knows they are going to die. But do you live your life that way? Do you live your life as if you are going to die? Now, Brian Tracy said in one of his lectures, imagine these are your last 6 months. After 6 months, you are going to die. Let's say you go to the doctor, and doctor said you have extreme cancer. There's nothing that can be done about it. In the six months later, you're going to die. That's it. How would you live your life? How would you live your life then? Would you argue with your friends and family? Would you waste time reading magazine, watching television? Would you waste time sleeping? Would you eat junk food? Well, how would you live your life if you knew you had cancer and you only had 6 months to live? And imagine if you did this every 6 months. You will live life you will live life longer than the lives of 10 people combined. I'm telling you. Longer not in the years, longer but in the value. In the value of the things that you will do. Assuredly, your lives, even if they last more than 1,000 years, will shrink into the tiniest span. those voices will swallow up any space of time. The actual time you have, which reason can prolong though it naturally passes quickly, inevitably escapes you. Inevitably escapes you. Inevitably. He's using the inevitably. You can't even do anything about it. He's saying you can't even do anything about it. Your time is going to pass because you don't know what to do with it. Even if they were even if they were to last more than 1,000 years. And I would agree 100%. As I gave you example of video games, people spend years mastering a single video game, or people, I don't know why, spend hours binging. Now there's a word, binging series. Binging means watching spending 10 hours in front of a screen watching a TV show, and there are thousands of TV shows. Even if you had 1,000 years, you would never get, you'll never run out of them. So yes, even if your life was, it's not, was 1,000 year long, you would still complain it's too short. It's not because the life is short, it's because you are wasting it. You are wasting it. So, very powerful section. I really like it, and it's not just reading it and clapping for it, right? It's to actually look inward into our lives and see what we can do, with all of this knowledge, how we can apply into our lives to make a difference, to make a meaningful, better change. So this was part one, and thank you very much.